We won the die roll. Our opponent was playing Mono White Heroic last week, played in the MCQ, or maybe the challenge afterwards. This hand is very close to keepable. Yeah. So I've got 3 lands. Prism makes his hand great. Snowland makes his hand great. Map makes it fine. I think we can do better than this. I think we did slightly better. Not much better, just slightly better. Maybe I should keep Horror and put back a island, but I really want to earn my 3rd land drop, so I will lead on Astrolabe first. Excellent, excellent. Is land. Alright. Good thing we didn't keep that first hand. Go ahead and map. Next turn I'll well, let's see if they leave up mana. Or let's see what kind of... Okay, they are Jeskai Astrolabe. Cool. See what kind of build they're on eventually, but... I wish I'd hit a Tron piece there, but... First things first, let's just research. I don't want to hold up Flicker, and then Flicker into turn and get hit by Dispel or something. We missed on lands, which is a huge bummer, but we get to discard an Astrolabe and a Dignitary. They call me Arkham. I've got all 4 Astrolabe. I've got the pulse to get back the Dignitary if I do need it eventually, and our opponent's tapped out, so. We're hoping to draw a Tron piece here, because then we probably, well, it seems we're heavily advantaged if we drew a Tron piece, but hopefully we draw a land off of these Astrolabes. We did, and it was a Tron piece. Let's lead on this Astrolabe. I could have held up Dispel in case they had a Muldrift or Ephemerate. I don't believe that's necessary. If my opponent taps out, I'm going to probably do something more busted than them. I would have to guess. Although, here, they're tapping out. They are tapping it out. And they have it. Alright. Well, they have to discard a card. That's cool. Right now I crack Map, get Plant. And then think. Play Plant, obviously. So I just play the Prism. In a turn, I can Teachings for a 2nd counterspell. Yeah, I think that's fine. And then either defend my Teachings with Dispel, stop them from doing something with Dispel, or cycle this Ash Barrens. I like this. I like this a lot. Eventually, I'll find a Muldrifter, and then I can just draw all the cards. So I don't feel particularly pressured by a Skyfisher. And I guess a Muldrifter in a second, but can't attack this turn. I mean, is a 4-mana draw 6, get a 2/2 flyer really that busted? It can't even attack the turn after it comes into play. That's a weird time to play their land. That's an extremely strange time for my opponent to play a land. They topped. Alright, I am concerned about what they're doing over there. Maybe it was just a weird thing they did for no reason. Maybe they have some reason to do it. But for now, we're looking for walls, maybe Horror, but Muldrifter would be the #1 candidate for a good draw. We've got plenty of color mana. Hopefully we can draw some either spells that do things or Tron pieces. I'm just not going to do anything. They're playing Thraven Inspector. Oh, is my opponent playing Billster's build? Billster's builds? That's the only person I know who plays Thraven Inspector. Alright, I'm going to run under the assumption they're playing Billster's build. Which means this is another revenge match. It's Bilster's deck coming to attack me after I've dispatched them twice. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and flashback. My opponent's doing nothing. I got plenty of time. I will fight over this. They have a Dispel, huh? Yeah, I'll fight. Dragon Spectre plus Dispel. Alright. This is slightly different than a Bilster's build. There we go. Let's lead with a Dignitary. Opponent wants to counter, they want to counter. If not, we have a good use for excess flickers. And I'm going to pass. We'll go ahead and Teachings for Ephemerate in a turn. What's this? Alright, they have 2 Ephemerates. Sure. Pretty sure I Teachings for Ephemerate, not Condescend, but I guess that depends on how much stuff they spend, or how much mana they tap during their turn. They're going to have to discard a lot of cards. Maybe they have Scred to waste into turn. I think that'd be fine for fine use of their cards. Yeah. Scred's fine to stop a flicker, but I mean, the objective is to counter their things rather than, you know, let them resolve in the Scred after they draw a million cards. So that just opens you up to future things. They evoke a Muldrifter, I don't care. If they play a Archaeomancer, that sucks for me, but I think I have to try to prohibit it. Well, yeah, I do, because I can't just let him go Ephemerate. What? Oh. Right. I forgot they skipped the combat. I should have Teachings. That sucked. Whatever. Let's just play a Muldrifter. Oh, this happen. I'll get the Pulse. I have pressed a 1 too many times. What is this? Oh, they're cracking the clue. Yes. I can resolve Teachings for sure, but I think I'll just wait. Take 5 here, get a 7. Don't really see too much danger here. If they have Bolt, Counterspell, then whatever. Yeah, we'll go ahead and do this, and then, it worked? What? So they have no land in hand, they have 7 cards, and that worked. I mean, maybe they just have the Pulse and Marasa and they think they can, fight through? Whatever, I'm just gonna do this. They have 2 Dispels. Kinda sucks, but if they don't, then it's kinda good. I'm gonna go ahead and invoke here and then flicker. I have not played a land this turn, so my mana is quite useful. So it does make me slightly more vulnerable if my opponent inexplicably has double Dispel and didn't just counter the stupid Pulse. And we'll go ahead and flicker here and here. If they play Counterspell now, I get to Condescend for 1, and then they have Scred. Sure. Looking for a wall. I think I'm going to keep my Condescend, try to protect the wall. They let the Archaeomancer go. And they kept a Scred in hand. Oh, I have all my Astro. Alright, 1 is in the grave. Silly me. Well, at least I get to play my Did I? I played a mine, yeah. Okay. Get to play map, grab a tower into turn. Wow. Okay. I'm fine with this. My opponent's stuck on manas, so we do need to find a wall. We don't have that many turns to do it before our opponent manages to find some things. Wait, they targeted Inspector? The extra 2 damage... The extra 2 damage can't matter that much, right? Maybe my opponent does have a bunch of bolts in hand? That is possible. My opponent could just have a pile of bolts in hand. No, if I got 3 bolts, whatever. Let's thin out the deck and get our land drop for the next turn. That is not what we're looking for. Let's leave with horror. Don't think I'll fight over it. Not even sure what I'm targeting. Just target Stupid Mountain. Grab him a little bit of a mana. Sure. Alright, they discarded the thing I bounced. Pass. Got the teachings flashback. We can get Moment's Peace if we really wanted to just gain a couple life, but they didn't craft the other clue. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Danger! Danger! Gonna need a Mole Drifter or a wall at some point. Yep. Returning Mole Drifter and recasting, or just return the Astrolabe? Astrolabe it is. Alright, I don't think I'm going to get Moment's Peace. I think I'm going to get a Flicker here. I think I untap and try to draw something. Okay. Yeah. Cool. I will trade Skyfisher for Horror, so we'll swing. Because that does technically increase the clock. And otherwise I get 4 damage in. Yeah! Alright. Well, this ain't getting any better, so let's go ahead and Flicker. They counterspell, I Condescend. They don't counter, I get to draw 2 cards. Hopefully find a wall or a Mole Drifter. Hopefully we don't find 2 lands. Shit. Well, on the plus side, that sucked. On the plus side, that sucked. Guess I'm just gonna play Mage. Alright, what are we looking at? It's a whole lot of cards that win the game. Our Ephemerates, unfortunately, do buy time. They target a Dignitary to buy a little time, but I need to I need to not draw several consecutive lands. That's what I need to do. Are they bolting me? I would have to fight over a bolt. Do I do it just for 4 to play around Mana Leak? Taps them out. Yeah, I'll just do it this way. Another Dispel. 2 Dispels main deck? Alright. Whew. Let's see what we can draw. Oh, they're just getting Dispel back? I guess I'm dead. That means they have another counterspell in hand. Which means I needed to draw this Muldrifter a turn earlier. Now, what if I had the wall instead of another land in hand? Well, I would have won the game, but I did not. I guess I don't win. I guess I have a Dispel. No, because I can compulsive research into stuff. Whatever. I needed to not brick off that hard, and I bricked off that hard. But I did have 3 prisms, 3 Muldrifters, 3 walls, and a bunch of stuff, so I had things I could have drawn. Now, things that my opponent would not like to see include a bunch of red blasts and a pile of blue blasts. They're playing Thraben Inspector, so I'm not gonna expect them to have sprites, but they may bring them in after board. Who knows? They've got 2 main deck dispels, so they can have anything. I'm gonna cut all these anti-combat cards, cut the Forest, cut the Condescend, and that's it. What else did I bring in? Oh, I was bringing in a 4th blast, but we'll see what they have first. I will keep. Yes. I think that's great. I do need another land, but I've got 5 draws to it. No, I guess I only have 4 draws to it. But I went to 6. Always yield. And then F8. Gonna remove F8 to auto yield to my prism. I also will remove auto yield to that. And we got 3rd land. Did I do that incorrectly? I guess I was just too slow. Okay. Whatever. I'll auto yield to my prism later. Opponent does not have red mana yet. Opponent has a slow draw. So if that Inspector was a Astrolabe, they'd be substantially further ahead than they are, but you know, that is the problem. You only have 4 Astrolabes. Gotta play some mediocre cards alongside them. And we have Tron. Cool. Next turn, I guess I'm just gonna wall back Compulsive and immediately cast it if they don't have counterspell mana up. They don't, so I guess they have 4. You could have 4 Spike, but whatever. Not gonna play around 4 Spike. Tell you that. We can run out Astrolabes in a second. Go ahead and play a wall for a compulsive, and then compulsive discarding something. Don't think I'm gonna run out of spells this game. I did run out of spells very badly last game, though. Gotta have one of them walls in the top somewhere. Discard an island here, and then probably discard another land. Well, I found the Flicker, so I'm just going to discard the Astrolabe. I've got Flicker to start drawing more cards. So if I have like 15 non-lands on top, I really don't want to just run out of mana and get out-mana'd by the opponent. So we'll do it this way. Kind of cowardly, I know. But our opponent also probably dead. So there's that. Let's go ahead and leave the Prism. And then probably Astrolabe. Just to see what we're up against. Yeah. Yeah, we'll do it that way. I don't really want to run out wall because I don't care about getting a compulsive back right now. I can't like cast it. I'm gonna just discard my entire hand. So because I'm just gonna run out this and get another Astrolabe, or the last Astrolabe. Gotta remember that. I did draw 2 dead Trinket Mages last game, which is unfortunate. But as it stands, we've got Ephemerite's good eventually. If these Pyroblasts are good, then my position is very well secure. If these Pyroblasts aren't good enough, then I need to draw stuff. But I have a lot of cards to draw. And a lot of time, because my opponent's not beating me down that fast. Alright. They don't want to burn a burn spell on the Trinket Mage, and also they're only red mana. Alright, I'm gonna burn the Flicker then. Finding a non-Pyroblast counter is my current goal. Though I can just horror to burn their red mana. Let's go ahead and lead on a Muldrifter. They counter it, cool. They don't counter it, also cool. I get a lot more looks. Oh boy. Let's go swing with this Trinket Mage. Well, I'm definitely discarding 2 lands here. I'm actually running out of things that aren't I win the game or more lands, so probably should yeah, this is fine. I don't care about this at all. That takes a lot of mana. Weird they didn't block in the Ephemerate. What was I gonna do? Counter? Kill in response? Come on. I'll discard both lands. I just don't care about that card. Opponent might have just like 3 Ephemerates in hand, and it's just like, why not use it? But still a pretty good result for me. I'm gonna Ephemerate the Muldrifter into turn if they don't give me something to counter. Not sure why they did it this way. I assume they're gonna return their mountain and then play it, but this just like let me go completely bananas on them. So I'm glad they did it this way. I'll tell you that. I'm really glad I did it this way. My god, I'm glad they did it that way. Countering spell. Now I get to even get my Ephemerate off. Which, I didn't even care about the stupid Ephemerate to begin with. I was just running it out there. Oh, I also drew the Dispel, so they're dead. They didn't return the land? Alright. They didn't play a land, right? No. No. Alright, they just really like their clues, I guess. Not doing anything here. I'm just gonna get, crazy. I will play Tower. I don't think there's any possible better card for me to get, so go ahead and get the wall back the Ephemerate. And then go ahead and pulse back the wall. I've set up my own little anti-combat setup. I would go past the turn with Pyroblast, Dispel, Ephemerate up, and they would be dead. Alright, so. I don't think Shattering Pulse is enough. Don't want the anti-combat cards from what we've seen. Condescend seems pretty horrible still. Gutshot seems pretty horrible. Just going back, seeing what kind of things we have. Scred. I don't think I want the, like, unless I know they're bringing in a ton of red blast, I don't really want to put in for a blue blast. Because blue blast is not useful for stopping them. Blue blast is useful for protecting your own things, whether your own threats or your own answers. And it's really only good for protecting Dispel or Prohibit, because, like, they're not going to Pyroblast usually. I guess I'm just going to keep the Flicker. Flicker could be Pulse or Hydroblast or an anti-combat card. Or a Forest, I guess. I think cutting the forest is correct. I'll keep this. When I just ran 4 ash barrens, 4 islands, I cut the plains pretty often when I cut all the white stuff. Now I'm just cutting the forest whenever I cut the green stuff. And I don't think I should cut any further. Alright, this hand is shaping up fine, but, well, that certainly helps. That means if I go to my turn 4 and I have a 4th land, I can go research and then counter a Pyroblast. But my hope is I get to get this research off the easy way. They don't have a... They kept one on top and they don't have an Astrolabe, so I'm assuming they're going to Ash Barrens at the end of my turn. For a red mana. Smart. Unfortunately, I don't have anything to do, so me being able to call their play didn't do anything. But, well, if we're both sitting here, hopefully I can draw some lands. I need a land, yeah. I'll probably cycle that in turn. Not right now. If I can tap out one of their manas on their end of step and end of turn, that would be fine. And if this resolves, well, I get another look at a land. Now, if this misses, and then I don't draw a land, I'm going to be in trouble. However, that's really unlikely, so. Land. I drew a lot of cards, and I have completely whiffed. Fortunately, I have a second target for this flicker, so it should be fine once I get everything going. I'm going to discard Pulse of Marasa. I have Wall to get it back, and I have ways to protect Wall once I do have Tron. And my opponent's not putting me under pressure right now. And I have no targets for the Pulse of Marasa. I can just discard a hand size and then flicker into their turn. Yeah, I think that's the best I can do. That sucks, but I think I just have to pass. I could just run a card into their Pyroblast or Counterspell. And then if it resolves, I get to play a land, probably. And if it doesn't resolve, then I've drained a counter out of their hand, but I think holding up a bunch of counterspells and then flickering into turn is better than... They're not just running out Skyfish or... Oh my god. That is good for me? Question mark. That means their hand is all counters and no action. So if I draw lands, I'm going to be able to fight through their counters, given my my playback. Or I can just top deck Tron. I hate Tron so much. I say this every time. Like, I did not put any effort into this. I didn't play a map. I didn't play a Trinket Mage. I barely drew extra cards. And I just ripped Tron. It's so frustrating. And I can't not play this. Look at how powerful this is. I have 8 mana now. I went for 3 mana and 8 mana. Frustrating. Okay. The next ban wave is in October. There's enough time for WotC to see, hey, everybody's playing Astrolabe. We should ban that. And there's enough time for them to say, if we ban Astrolabe, what takes over from there? And there's more than enough data, presumably, that they should be able to see, hey, Tron's win rate's way too damn high. What can we do about this? I'm going to teachings for teachings, and then teachings for... doesn't matter. I assume this is going to get countered. No? Alright. I can get a flicker and then pass with all counters. And with flashback stuff. I can get a prohibit, but I already have Dispel, Pyroblast, Blue Blast. I think I'm going to get prohibit. Just a pile of counter spells. I'm going to evoke Muldrifter and not defend it. Yeah. Well, the Pyroblast. Yeah. They have no pressure, so I can just sit here for a while. Once I can start using my counterspells on their threats, I will be able to then refill my hand without just discarding all of it. Not going to counter that. I could prohibit, I just don't want to. So. Nothing else. Alright. I'm going to go ahead and research myself. Again, not defending it. Alright, discard a land, play a land. Now I have counter plus flashback teachings up, and then I should be able to lock my opponent out from here. There's a chance my opponent's just waiting on more like Astrolabe to play a bunch of core Skyfishers and stuff, but even then I have Pulse already accessible. I just need to find more colored mana and stop my opponent from being able to stop my wall loops, which seems pretty reasonable. We're gonna head and flash this back, and we will defend this. At the end of their turn, we flashback teachings, and then blue blast the pyroblast, or probably just pyroblast to counterspell. But they didn't do anything. I'm gonna get a flicker. Flicker lets me play a bunch of spells next turn, especially if I hit a land, which I did. So, let's start with not tapping it this way, because this is really bad. Tapping it this way, I'm going to flip a blue and flicker my two dudes. Really wish I would do this. What? How do you get it to not automatically use this snow mana? Fine, screw it, I don't care. I thought you could hold control, but no, that doesn't do anything. If they Pyroblast, I'll Blue Blast back. And then if they don't do anything, I don't know. Whatever. They didn't do anything, I'm just gonna auto-heal my things. There's more prisms and stuff. Alright, we should be able to win from here. Well, actually might be guaranteed. I think I'm gonna wall here, get a counter out of my opponent's hand, not fight over it. Just want to get the counter out, and then I can discard an island, and then counter on their turn, and then on my turn I have either horror and 2 counters, or wall and 3 counters. And at some point they're forced to start just playing Moltres and stuff. They can't just sit there, otherwise I'm going to win eventually. And counter here. I will counter again if given the option. I am not given the option. I don't believe my opponent can counter my wall now, but I think I need another colored mana source, otherwise I can't just get Ephemerate. Oh, I'm just gonna get Pulse. Oh. Let's do this a little bit better. Yeah, I can just get Pulse. Then if they crack Clue into turn, I just cast Pulse. Or I can just draw that. Okay. That's so stupid. Now I don't need to get the Ephemerate. I just need to resolve my Pulse. Yeah. You got something. You got Red Blast, I got Blue Blast. You got Big Blast, I got Small Blast. 100% want to resolve my my Pulse. If my Pulse gets countered and my wall gets killed, then I'm in actually pretty bad shape. But okay, let's go ahead and Pulse back the wall. Alright, we've gained 6 life and expended an opposing counterspell. We have gained quite the advantage on this turn. If they're Skredding, I'm actually going to Blue Blast that because I just want to use up my spell. There's nothing my opponent can do that threatens me, even if they just resolve a Archaeomancer. Okay, cool. Tron is just so dumb. And it's not like my opponent made a mistake, right? They counter my card draw spells, and then I just rip the power plant. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and Red Blast this. Yep. Now they have to, well, they're going to kill my wall. Or get back to Pyroblast and try to counter this wall. But there's just nothing my opponent can do from this point. They have 1 card in hand. If it's Ephemerate, even then, I have, many counters. I was gonna try to count them out, and I just stopped. I just looked at them, and I'm like, I don't want to do this anymore. They can't kill my wall, because then I just play wall, get the pulse, and pulse wall back. So they just have to hold up a counter spell and hope it's good enough. Yeah. Alright, they have counterspell and Pyroblast. Or maybe Dispel Pyroblast. Oh, they don't have a Dispel. Counterspell Pyroblast. Alright. I will block, and no real downside. Alright. So dumb. I like... The deck is very powerful, but it's way more powerful than it should be. There's no real reason for it to exist in Pauper. It's keeping down so many decks, and it just makes it so miserable. It's miserable to play against, right? Nobody wants to play against Tron every round. Anyway. Go ahead and get my Flicker, I believe. No, I guess I get Ephemerate. Can't really kill all my creatures anyway. They don't know about the Ephemerate in hand. Go ahead and get Pyroblast, I believe, yeah. They might be able to kill a wall and then put a kill spell for the second wall on the stack, but I'm going to Pyroblast their Archaeomancer in response to this Ephemerate. Then I'm going to counter their counter, and then I have Ephemerate to do whatever I want. So I need to kill Archaeomancer, and then use that floating plus this island to prohibit the counterspell I know about. And then do nothing. If my opponent forces me to, I can Ephemerate. If they don't force me to, then, well, should have this locked out. At the very worst, I draw a blank. Yeah. Worst, I draw a blank. I play horror, target my wall, discard the blank. I'll try to, I would horror back the wall, discard the blank, play the wall, get back something, and then my Ephemerate can seize the day. But I was probably going to draw, I drew a blank. No blue blast. Alright. Long story short, my opponent dead. And I either play a rematch against True Kanchi, or play against Pika Powa. Let's see. Pika Powa. Well, they played Blue Black Delver and White Black Pestilence several months ago. That's all the information I got. I don't think I've ever played them in a league or a challenge, so they could be against anything. They could have anything at all. Who knows what they're on? I know what they're on there. We played them earlier, so we'll figure out what we're playing against, and then we'll hopefully be able to win a challenge for once, instead of just getting completely demolished in one of the games of the top 8.